There are millions around the world hoping and praying for some hero to emerge, to work things out, make things better, get people more money, get people a better lifestyle. And that's kind of the fuel behind this, all the political things that are going on. It's ironic that while we do that, the only possible hero is the one sitting in your chair, looking through your eyes, because it's you. No one's going to come and solve anything. If you study history, you realize that any changes that ever came about because people like you and I got together, developed strategies, and began to do something from a grassroots level, person to person, neighbor to neighbor, community to community. That's where positive change really comes in. Today, I'm going to give you part two of our post election thoughts. I want to talk about 8 non negotiables. If you would like a complimentary subscription to the newsletter, which is going to start up again officially in January of 2025, you can go to www.rogerckelleygroup.com, or you can go there to learn more about me and what I can provide for you to help and support you. But in the meantime, let's get started, dive right in, and let's talk about 8 things. No matter, I said this before, that some people feel like they really got over, they won like a fat cat. Others feel like they really lost and all hope is gone. Either those positions are extremes. Your future is going to depend largely upon you. 8 things that you cannot afford to be remiss about. Here we go. Number one, shore up your personal foundation. What do I mean by that? Your strength, your fortitude, your integrity, your place of refuge, whatever it is in your life that gives you strength to weather storms, to deal with difficult times, to navigate stormy waters, to become better, to become stronger, to become wiser, whatever that is. Um, for many, it's prayer. It's a relationship with God. For others, it's quiet time and meditation time, which really can tie into your relationship with God. But whatever it is, I'm not telling you what to do, but I'm saying whatever it is that gets you through and helps you focus and helps you to navigate through all kinds of times, good and bad, you need to prioritize that and do it now and put 100% effort in showing up whatever your foundation is. That is really, really critical. It's really, really important. Number two, create, adjust, slash, bolster your connections. How do I say this? Whatever relationships you have in your life, evaluate them. I've got a book in my store that can help you with that. That talks about the different kinds of relationships. But whatever it is, evaluate that. If you have relationships that are harmful and don't do you any good, you need to get rid of them. If you've got relationships that are important to you and it's working, you need to strengthen them. But at any rate, you can't afford anything pulling you down or holding you back. You've got to move forward. You need to be with people that you can be in agreement with in terms of your life and where you're headed, your direction. I'm not saying you got to agree with them on every single issue, but what's important the most You can walk together on that. You need to embrace them, move forward together, strengthen those connections, because that is going to be important. You're going to need someone to talk to. You're going to need to be there for someone else, and so that's going to be important. So bolster, you evaluate, strengthen, adjust, bolster your connections or your relationships. Thirdly, evaluate your life against your intentions. Now, I know many just kind of live and get something to eat and go to work and try to make it and make it home to the couch, watch their favorite deal and do it all over again. But your life is much more effective when there's something that you're setting out to do. What's important to you? What is driving you? What must you do before you get off of the planet and before you get out of here? Whatever that is, make sure that your life is aligning with what you are intending to do. If your family is the most important thing, then you need to be sure that your life is reflecting that value. If you want to grow economically and be in a stronger position, make sure that the things you are doing are aligning with that position. Evaluate your life against intentions. I'm hitting this at a very high level. I can give you more information. You can contact me on the website, blog, or email me. Those things you can do. Number 4, make appropriate decisions. One of the things that we often do is we procrastinate. Is there things we should have done 5 years ago? We never did it. Why didn't we do it? We just never got around to it. Other stuff came up. That can be no more. If it's important to do, then you need to get it on your calendar and do it now. But make the appropriate decisions. Usually, meaningful things in your life aren't going to come easy. They aren't just going to fall in place. You got to choose and you got to decide what you are going to do, and do it with your whole heart. Make those decisions. We're closing the end of the year. And while I'm not big on New Year's resolutions, it's a good time to reflect and make sure that you're executing what you intend to do, so that there's nothing important to you that's somewhere getting dust on the shelf when the only person that can get this done is you. Make sure you make appropriate decision. Number 5, develop strategies. When you make a decision, then the question is, how are you going to execute that decision? What are you going to have to do? Who do you need help? Do you need, what is it that's got to be done? Without a plan, you could choose to do something, but never get it done unless you chart a path. I did a whole series on incorporating strategy in your life in previous newsletters that you can find on my website at rogerckelleygroup.com, which is on the strategy support page. So develop your strategies. How you're going to get there, when you're going to get there, that kind of a thing. Number 6, expand your thinking. You can never live beyond the size of your mindset. In fact, your thinking creates boundaries that your life can never cross over. So you want to make sure you're growing, you're reading um, accurate, good, helpful information. You want to make sure that you're not limiting yourself. You want to evaluate your own mindset and how your attitude and those things. So you want to expand your thinking. That's going to be very, very important. You can't make $250,000 a year with a $15 an hour mindset. Something has to change, and it begins with the change in you. You change the inside, then the outside can come. Number 7, strengthen communities. your communities, the people where you live, where you work, those things are going to affect the outcomes of your life. So you want to be a part. I don't care if it's homeowners association. I don't care if it's um, extra things at work. You want to be a part so you can give input and not be one of the complainers, but be one of the improvers. We cannot ignore what's going on around us because we are going to need each other in the days to come. Finally, number 8, champion your causes. Whatever's important to you, get people with like interests together and talk about it, pray about it, figure out what you can do to help improve things. If you're concerned about homelessness or having local food instead of having food shipped from around the world, if you're concerned about things getting done in a practical way, get involved. That's really, really important because if you don't champion your causes, things are not going to come. Listen, the White House, the State House, all those things that are going on, people are not thinking about you. You do not matter, candidly. They're looking out for their own interests for the most part. It's what you and I do that's going to make a difference. Let me read real quick and then I'm going to get out of here. 1 is show up your personal foundation. 2, create, adjust, and bolster your connections. 3, evaluate your life against your intentions. 4, develop strategies. Make appropriate decisions. 4, 5, develop strategies. 6, expand your thinking. 7, strengthen communities. 8, champion your causes. Remember to visit my website. It's going across the screen, and I will be in touch. But friends, the only hero that exists is the one I'm talking to right now. Take care. Thanks for watching.